Hi, I'm Agnieszka Świta of Camera. You are watching Live Prog.
Hello, welcome to Live Prog. My name is Marcel Haster. As you can see, I put up a little bit of a different setting because I'm not bringing you a review as usual. I'm more taking the opportunity to present to you a band that I recently got in touch with and that I found so intriguing that I wanted to share it with you. I was introduced to this band by my friend Mario van Os from the Dutch website Prog, who had an interview with them and reviewed two of their albums, and he thought, well, I would be interested as well. Well, he was right, and so here I bring you a review of Android, and not the phone-related Android, but the band Android from Hungary. And their most recent album is this one. It's called Midnight Ball. A very interesting band. They're from Hungary. Now, five prog bands from Hungary. Come on, you can do it. I don't think so. There's not a lot of prog in Hungary. Nevertheless, Android is doing a good job holding the fort there for the prog. And they started out very early. In the 1980s they started out as a university band. Now, that alone I found really interesting. You know, university friends having a band together, and from the early beginnings they didn't take it slow. No, they took the high road. Their aim was to write rock operas. Now, they had a nice lineup with two keyboard players, a drummer, a bass guitar and a guitar player. No vocals. So, instrumental. Well, that could be interesting. I mean, there are a lot of instrumental bands that will make really good music. So, okay. Interesting from there on. Now, they moved on, and of course it took them a lot of time, and they didn't release album after album. No, they released very few albums, to be honest. They only released 2 albums. Now, the first one they recorded was in 1995, and it was this one, which is called East of Eden. And if you look at the back, you can see that the song titles are both in English and in Hungarian. And I hope you can read it, but you also have the lineup of the band. Now, I must say, before I heard this music, I visited the website of the band. I kind of looked up who they were, what they were doing, and then I saw a section with videos. And I looked up that section and watched a couple of clips. And there was one song which was cut in 2 videos, and I watched the second part as first. It was called Apocryph. And well, that was my first real introduction to this band, where they just play on stage and they have really, really beautiful music. Lots of keyboards, but a nice guitar, a crunchy guitar riff in it. And they had dancers in front of them. Some females in beautiful dresses, and some guys in really modern clothing. And the dance was very hard to describe, but I was really intrigued by it, and I watched it over and over and over again. I really, enjoyed that. Now, check the website, check the video section, find that video and watch it for yourself, and well, maybe you get the same feeling as I did. Maybe not. Nevertheless, that song is also on this album. It's the final track, as you can see. So, recorded in 1995, released in 2009. And then we come to Midnight Ball. Again, as you see, in 2 languages. But there's a difference with East of Eden. It's still very ambitious music. They still, as the band themselves say, they wrote a couple of mini operas and preceded each mini opera with a shorter sort of introduction song. But the big difference is that there are vocals on this album. Female and male vocals, some spoken parts. Well, they made a video clip of the title track Midnight Ball, which is well, very artsy and very interesting to see. Check it out on YouTube. The fact that they added vocals to the music, I must say that this one is a bit of a tough one to get into. East of Eden is fairly enjoyable, very quickly to enjoy. You don't need to give it a lot of time to really enjoy the music. But with this one, it's a little more difficult, and it has 2 reasons. First of all, the language. They don't sing in English, they sing in Hungarian. So that makes it very hard to you know, understand what they're singing about, and well, you have the language barrier a little bit. And secondly, the inspiration, the basis for, well, these mini operas are a number of books, and not just, you know, a novel or something, not Tolkien or anything. No, some really heavy books, history books, biblical books. So it's kind of difficult matter to get into. So this one might be a bit of a challenge to listen to. Nevertheless, I must honestly say I absolutely enjoyed listening to it, even though I have no idea what it's all about. The general atmosphere, the mood was very nice, and again, you know, these guys are very good performers, and I must say very good songwriters as well, because yeah, it's a pleasure to listen to the album. Send me a few other things, and you will see some parts. Maybe you've seen already some parts of it. You know, I never know beforehand what I'm going to edit in, but they added 2 DVDs with some live shows and some clips as well. So I must say I had a very good impression of this Hungarian band, and I gotta say they are very good and they are very interesting to watch. They don't have the stage presence where they have a lot of interaction with the audience maybe, but I must say I found it very pleasant to watch their show. So I really hope that well, one day we will see them here in the Netherlands. You never know. Maybe some promoter sees my video review and checks out this band and says, come on guys, put up a show in Holland. Let's hope so. So here's a little hint. Alright, well, that concludes my introduction of Android. You know, it was an interesting name. I mean, you have the phones with the Android operating system, but this is much older than that, and this is much more interesting. Good music from Hungary, Android. Check out their website, check out their music, and well, if you like what you hear, buy the others. Megjátszik az ember, amíg él, csak néha játékot cserél.